Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Ian, and behind me is a prospective Matilda. I'm here at Campbell's Caravans in Lostock Hall, Preston, to have a look round the Bailey Adamo 694. So I thought I'd take you with me. So let's have a look inside. The first thing I notice is that the step into the cab is really quite low. There's a nice big pocket here in the door, which is terrific. So getting up into the cab isn't a problem. You've got the usual controls on the seat and the usual pockets that you find in a Ford all over the place for drinks and bottles, and my favourite electronic parking brake here. So you don't have to worry about trying to reach a handbrake that's way down. It also doesn't get in your way getting in and out. This is the light cluster here and the controls for the top half of the mirror. You can adjust the top halves of the mirror from inside, but the blind spot mirrors you have to do manually. So let's get up into the cab. So there are blinds on the side windows, a pull-up blind along the dashboard, and you've got these little pockets along the top of the dashboard. And in this one you've also got 12 volts and a USB-C point, which is rather nice. This huge Ford display here with your sat nav, the reversing camera works on that, etc. And down below it is the gear knob. You can't call it a lever anymore because it does literally control the gears by twisting, which is great because it means it's not in your way at all. You don't need an actual gear lever, so that's terrific. Down here is another drink holder and another little pocket down there. Over the other side is a really nice sized glove box. Well, let's get into the van proper. So the first thing you notice when you step back from the cab is this huge sunroof up here with blinds and fly screens, and either side you've got these rather handy pockets. They're quite deep and they go down to here, so there's no problem. You can put stuff up there, it's not going to slide around. This particular shelf is flat, doesn't have any edge on it at all, so I'm not sure just how much use that will be for a lot of things. And in here you've got a really nice area, and this has got like a rubberized plastic in it to put stuff in, and again you'll be able to get plenty in there. There are these nice reading lights here with a USB in, which is absolutely terrific. And the seats themselves are really comfortable. And they're quite low, and they're actually the same height as the couches, but really comfortable to sit in. I can imagine doing a decent journey in this without getting tired. And there is 12 volts and a USB-A socket there on the dashboard as well. So coming into the living area, you've got the usual electric table, and that will go up and down, move around, side to side, twist, etc., all those things, and it can be used to form another bed here if you so wished. Either side there is a travel seat. They're controlled by these controls here, and there is storage at both sides just underneath the travel seat there. In this area is also the leisure battery and the controls for the electrics and the fuses, etc. And on this side you've got a little bit of storage there with the travel seat in, and under there is the hot water boiler. Please bear in mind this van is just newly into the yard here at Campbell's Caravans, so it hasn't had anything done to it as yet, so apologies for that being off. And here is the overhead bed, which you control from there. I'm not going to mess with it, but it will come halfway down at about here, so you can have two doubles in like a bunk formation, or it will come right down to knee height, in which case you can quite easily get onto the bed, which is one of the things that we really truly love about the van. The door is really nice, again with a blind on it. There's an umbrella holder, no umbrella sadly, quite a large bin, a good handle on it, good strong handle. And on this side you've got an illuminated handle, and then this pocket here, which will do for documents or whatever, magazines. There is a hanger here, not sure how much use that is, but I'm sure there'll be a use found for it. On here you've got the controls for the electronic table, the usual vehicle controls, the main light switches, and then in here there are two USB A connections, 5 volt 1 amp and 5 volt 2.1 amp. Above here is where the television bracket is, and that will slide out and also tilt, etc. It's a really nice position. When you're in bed too, you'll be able to watch that. And again, there's a shelf up there, and at the back of that shelf is a 12 volt socket, an aerial socket and a main socket. At the very top, he said, stretching, is a cupboard, and in that cupboard you will put stuff that you don't need access to a lot, because it's really quite high. You could do with a step, well I could at the very least. And at the bottom here there's a little bit more storage there. You don't want to waste any space, do you? And the fridge itself, 150 litre fridge, a nice big salad box at the bottom there, and freezer compartment, that's 17 litres. Very nice indeed, 3-way fridge, and it's fully automatic, which is fantastic. On the other side you've got a really nice open area, and you can increase that area. Oops. And you can increase that area by pulling the flap up here. You've got two main sockets, the light switches on here, and the trimmer heating. And over the side here is the cooker, and that has 3 gas rings and an electric hob. It also has a separate grill and oven. 2 shelves in the oven. Not sure if it's big enough to have 2 shelves, but there you go. At the top here, got an absolutely superb cutlery drawer. You could use that for all sorts of things. And this appears to be soft close. And below it, you've got the gas locker behind here, but you've still got 2 very useful shelves at this side. And then here you've got a cupboard that goes right to the side of the van, and then a shorter one here. Plenty of room. And if that wasn't enough, then you've got a cupboard underneath the cooker as well. The hatch in the floor, that one's giving you access to the waste tank, just there. And there's a similar one in the bathroom giving you access to some pipe work, just in case you get blockages, etc. So then, Let's have a look up there. We've got a hatch there. That's really quite a long way up. I might need a step to open that myself, but we shall see. The usual hatch with fly screen and blind. And this door just slides beautifully and off to one side. And here is the bathroom. The window has fly screen and blind, but I'm quite surprised it's not frosted. But I guess you'd keep the blind down. A nice square sink, and unlike the sink in the kitchen, which doesn't have a plug, this has a nice pop-up plug. Nice big square basin, and good access to that, a good tap over it, and this cupboard above it. And interestingly, there's a hole here which would be great for maybe putting your toothbrushes in or whatever. A lot of thought gone into this. And there are LED lights everywhere. Below the sink is another cupboard with two shelves and a toilet roll holder here, and the usual Thetford loo. On the other side is a really nice shower, and that has two drain holes and a bifold door at this side, and then one of the standout features of this van, because it's got such a large garage, it's got this huge cupboard. I can just about reach the back of it with my arm, so you know it is massive, and it does have a rail up the top there. There's no light in here, so that'd be something I would be adding. And this ladder is for the drop down bed if you have it in the higher position, but this is a really useful space, and turns this bathroom into a dressing room in effect. Lovely big mirror here. Hello. So there's the bathroom, and you can see with this door shut there's plenty of space here. Absolutely plenty of space. It's a really nice area. Pull cord light, and this door is held back with a clip catch, stop it opening. There's a similar one for this door, which gives you access into the garage. That's handy. The light is on in the garage, so you can see there are pockets here, and this here, this is access to the freshwater tank, the pump, filter, etc. Then on that side you've got storage, which is absolutely superb. It's all carpeted on the on this door here, and the back here where the bike rack fittings are, and you could quite easily get a bike into here. There are additional cushions in here, the carpets, and of course the boards for making up the bottom bed. And there are some tie downs in here as well. And there's the long door that side. Fantastic, really nice. So you've got access to the inboard freshwater tank and also to the waste tank from inside the vehicle. So there we are, a quick look round the Adamo 694 from Bailey. I'm quite impressed with this van, and we'll be looking at it further, I'm sure. I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you have. Do leave me some comments, I love to read them, and if you're not subscribed, why not? It's totally free, and all of this helps the channel. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.